Greetings. I'm Jared Benedict. I am a mental health provider, but I'm also the creator and founder of a company called Muscular Minds. And we are concerned and we care about mental confidence and strength. And today I'm here to talk to you about stress and anxiety. And we all know what it feels like. It's when we can't pay the rent. It's when our kids aren't sleeping good at night. It's when we have to work that double shift and we have to do overtime, and then we haven't made food for our family yet, and it just builds and builds. There's so many things that crash in on us, and stress and anxiety, and it can be very, very difficult. I don't know if you've ever been to a birthday party with lots of balloons, but when you blow those balloons up and you just put too much pressure, they explode. And if we're not careful, our stress and our anxiety can get to a point to where we just explode. And so let me talk to you a little bit about how maybe you can handle the stress and anxiety that you have, not just at home, but at work. First, you have to learn to own it. Acknowledge that the stress and anxiety are real. We're not going to be able to do anything to make it better until we know that it's there and it exists. And we identify what it is. What is making us stressed out? Is it a relationship at work or home? Is it something that's out of our control? Maybe finances, or maybe there's a medical condition in our family. Things that are just really overwhelming us. So we have to acknowledge that it's there. First, we have to also think about doing it, our anxiety, managing it in a healthy way. What are you going to do when you feel stressed? Think about what you saw when you're growing up years, when you looked at your parents. What did they do? Perhaps they had some really good ways to handle stress, but perhaps they didn't. So many people have really negative coping skills. And maybe they use substances to manage their stress. They smoke, they drink alcohol. Maybe they're abusing a drug. Or maybe they have this buildup of anger and they explode on other people. None of those are good things, and those damage and burn relationships and create chaos around us. So you've got to find healthy ways to handle your stress. So let's talk about how do we do that? Here's a couple ideas. First off, think about how you can soothe yourself and relax yourself. Maybe it's coming home and taking a hot bath, or maybe it's doing something like a workout, whether it's yoga or going to the gym and lift some weights, to kind of get yourself in a more relaxed frame of mind, because physical activity is shown to relieve anxiety and stress. It's really important that we can do those physical activities and those ways to kind of help us de-stress. Something else that you can think about is just learn to distract yourself. When you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling burdened, find things to distract yourself. Maybe you want to go cook, or maybe you want to go do something outside in the yard. Find something to distract yourself from the worry and the burden that you're feeling in that moment. And just commit yourself to having a healthy way to handle that stress. I think those are really, really important. And I would also say it's very important to agree to address it with perhaps someone who's close to you, your partner, a family, or a friend, so that you're not doing it alone. You're not meant to carry stress and anxiety alone. You need to reach out to other people. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll tune back in, and we're going to talk some more about when the stress gets to be too much and it builds and builds, and we're going to come back and talk about that as well.